Hey everyone, it's Ryder from Skip. I hope you're doing well. I've got a new $100,000 grant opportunity to tell you about. There are 100K grants available. They are merit-based. There's no chance here, so you have control over how strong your application is. You need to apply by July 22nd. Here it is. Complete the form below to apply for the opportunity to receive $100,000 to build your crazy idea. It's the 10 million OMG fund from Airbnb. This is a big one. I'm going to talk about why this is so important and most importantly, how you can apply for this. As always, we've got lots of funding and grant opportunities to tell you about. Yesterday, I talked about a $25,000 grant that's due in one day. I'll link to that above and we'll put more grants in the description, but do us a huge favor, hit subscribe, turn on the alerts. It's a great way to support our team. You know, we are constantly looking for grants from the private sector, from the public sector, new funding opportunities to help you as an individual, as an entrepreneur, or as a small business owner. Plus next week, guess what? We're picking more $1,000 grant winners. That's part of our Skip for Good initiative where we donate most of our YouTube revenue back to subscribers of this channel. So before I get into it, would love to hear in the comments, do you have a crazy idea for a space that could make for a wild, interesting, unique Airbnb experience? Would love to hear. Drop that in the comments, and in the next video, I will pick out some of our favorites. Now, if this looks familiar, it's because it is. Back in 2019, Airbnb launched the unique Airbnb fund. Back then, they only had $1 million for 10 groundbreaking ideas, but due to the pandemic, the fund was canceled and is no longer active. The same idea this time around, except they've 10x'd the amount of funding available and the number of winners. There's going to be 100 winners, each getting $100,000, plus some runner-ups, so stay tuned for that. But the long and the short is, if you have a creative, innovative, outside the box idea on something that could be listed on Airbnb for people to stay at, this could be a great opportunity. And by the way, you could team up with people you know. Maybe you know some people who are in design, architecture, construction, who might be good partners to go in on this with. So with that in mind, go follow us on Instagram. We're at hello.skip. We're going to be posting about this. It's a good place to tag someone you know. Hey, let's collaborate on this for a shot at $100,000. So go follow us there, hello.skip. So here it is, creative spaces like this. Here are a couple examples. For example, the Big Idaho Potato Hotel was done by Christy. She's one of the judges for this. Initial cost, $32,000. Her earnings since 2019, over $200,000. A Yellow Submarine hosted by Ken and Jen, a retro camping bus. So a lot of this is perhaps repurposed, refurbished, things that would make memorable experiences. Now, why has Airbnb done this now? Well, in case you missed it, a couple months ago, they announced a major change where you can search by the unique type of space to stay in, from lakefront to beach to cabins, islands, camping, tiny homes, and look, OMG spaces. Here are some of the examples for the OMG spaces. Architecturally unique, think funky, quirky stuff that you might not expect, but would certainly make a memorable stay. So there's only a few questions here, so let me just show you quickly. What type of idea are you submitting? You need to select existing property that requires some renovation work, an idea in progress where the funding could be used to complete it, an idea that is only at the idea stage and the funding could be used to make it a reality. Well, certainly the first two are going to have more weight for the judges, and I'll show you why in a second. If you have the property, that's way easier than just the idea, but don't discount the idea. Airbnb wants to see bold ideas. Does or will your idea consider the environment in some way? For example, recycled or repurposed materials? What sort of rights or permissions have you obtained to carry out this idea? So you need to select the correct answer here. Again, this is a filtering mechanism. If they don't think it's achievable within a year, you probably don't have a good shot at winning. Same thing, if selected as a winner, how long will it take you to obtain all the necessary materials and fully bring the idea to fruition? Basically execution. They really want to understand, is this practical? Can you pull it off? And then describe the space. For example, a livable giant donut in the desert, 40 character limit. Then describe where it will be located, the inspiration behind it, approximately 400 word limit there. Then tell us about yourself. Feel free to share more information about your design, construction, or hosting background. 300 character limit. So these are very short answers. They want it to be succinct. They're going to be reviewing a lot of these. And that's it. You can hit submit. Make sure before you hit submit, you review it. Get a second pair of eyes, third pair of eyes. Think through it. If you're curious about the OMG Fund contest official rules, I'll link to these below as well. We're going to put a blog post with some of this information up. Applications are due the 22nd of July, 2022 by 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. Like I said, 3 phases, $33,000 for the thematic design phase, $33,000 for design development, and $33,000 for construction. So basically achieving milestones along the way. They're not just going to wire you $100K and check in with you in a year. Let me briefly show you the selection criteria. Potential winners, along with 25 runner-up reserves, will be chosen entirely on merit based on this selection criteria here. 40% of the grading is based on how crazy, unique, extraordinary is your idea. So that includes, is your proposal something Airbnb has never seen before? Is it a new innovative spin on an existing space? Is it livable? Is there something unusual or surprising about it? So basically the aesthetic and the uniqueness of it. 40% is feasibility, the practicality. Can you create the space in 9 months or less? Will you have the permissions and permits to actually make this happen? Is the location safe to visit? And do you have a proposed budget for the space? And then 10% is sustainability. And the final 10% is immersive experience, which includes, will guest stays at this space offer a unique experience? And are there elements of the decor that make the entrance space feel immersive? So that's the $10 million grant fund that is now live. You can apply today if you want. If you want help with this, we can help talk through this with you, craft some of your answers. A lot of this will be unique to your knowledge, your circumstances, where you live, and some creative idea that you may have. We can certainly assist you there as always. If you go to helloskip.com/join, we've got more information on our blog about this. And like I said, we're posting on our Instagram. Go follow us there, hello.skip. Tag a friend who you may want to collaborate on this with. Finally, be sure to leave a comment. What's a crazy space idea that you have right now? Drop it in the comments. And in the next video, I'll shout out some of our favorite ideas from the comments here. That's it. Thanks for subscribing and liking this video. Most importantly, stay well, stay healthy, and I'll see you tomorrow.